It just doesn't. Like, brother right here on the screen, brother Reza Islam, I put out a list at the end of 2022, maybe at the beginning of 2023, of the top 13 people that I wanted to interview in 2023. This one of the brothers that I have on the list. Why? Because he's a prominent voice in our generation. He's shown himself to be a man of integrity. What does it feel like to be one of the only millennials in our generation censored by the U.S. government? Right. And of course, he has the backing and support of an organization, the nation. But this is somebody who stands erect. Right. So this is a brother that I can respect and I would love to have a conversation with. A lot of things we won't agree on, but using the wisdom of their teacher, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, will settle on the best part. Right. There's going to be something that we agree on. I call that practicing transformational unity. Right. We agree to agree. Let's focus on where we agree. Like, I'm not focused on the disagreement. However, just like my sister Neff said, there's certain voices that I tune into for certain things. I appreciate Brother Reza's information that he's given on the CDC and on Fauci and on the vaccines. That is all necessary work, and he's doing it with integrity. But when it comes to geopolitics, I have to be a bit more discerning, and you do as well, in terms of where you get your analysis from. Example, back in February, there was this whole so-called spy balloon situation that was happening. And I saw a post from my brother Reza. He said an $800 billion defense budget was defeated by a balloon. And this is what happens when you're just reacting to the news of the day. Right. And sometimes and I wouldn't diminish this brother by calling him a content creator. We all create content, but my title is not content creator. Let's make that very clear. But sometimes when we're just reacting to the story of the day or what's on the newsreel, we can get thrown off if we're not looking through the proper lens. Because a lot of this, it requires surgical precision. Right? Mike Tyson, one of the greatest fighters on earth, is also a fight historian. Because you got to have surgical precision in this thing. So I responded to the brother. I said, actually, because he said that the U.S. $800 billion budget was defeated by the balloon. I said, no, the balloon was actually a win for said $800 billion defense budget. It was a stroke of propagandist genius to help shape consensus among misinformed Americans and build public support for U.S. military aggression towards China. China has satellites. Why would they need a spy balloon? Like, these are questions that you have to ask yourself, right? But if you're just reacting to what's being said, oh, China spy balloon, China spy balloon, China spy balloon. It's like, this doesn't make any sense, right? This is where analysis comes into play. Because with the balloon, the balloon achieved its desired goal. The goal was to signal to the American public that China is a bad actor. Oh, the naughty spy balloon. Those naughty Chinese. We're in the new age of the so-called yellow peril, right? And so many people were spreading that poison, so-called Chinese spy balloon. It achieves its desired effect because what does it do? It's like during I don't see. I might got some young people on this joint, but I'm old enough to remember during 9/11 they used to have the color code of the threat. Oh, it's cold red today. Oh, cold red. We better be careful. Some planes might fall out the sky. Right? The whole purpose of this is to keep the public titillated and understanding that war and aggression is necessary for my safety. Right? So they're trying to build this national war consensus, and it's an art. The manipulation of the minds of the masses is an art. Some refer to that dance as so-called political theater. But you got to have the wisdom and the insight to be able to see the man, it's like the Wizard of Oz, the man behind the curtain, and what his objectives are. Because if you walk away from this situation talking about, Chinese spy, nah, bro, that's not it.